I have a really special unboxing today because I finally got the Nintendo Switch 2. Ta-da! I wasn't even gonna get it until they released the new Animal Crossing update that's gonna happen in January. So obviously I had to prepare, obviously. And that was literally the only motivator for me to get the Switch 2. Another motivating factor for me was there's some talks about the prices of RAM going up a lot next year, so that would include the Switch 2. So I just wanted to be safe. Okay, the Switch 2 is already kind of expensive, so I don't want to have to pay even more for it. So I went ahead and I got the Switch 2, and I figured we can open it together. Here she is. Look at her in all her glory. ASMR moment. Annoying. I'm already annoying myself. Anyways, I don't know much about technology or anything, so I'm just opening it for funsies. And I hope you guys will enjoy this part. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, wow. Not important. Warning, seizures. What the heck? I feel like this is important, but I'm not trying to read it. I'm way too paranoid already. Anyways, now for the fun part. Let's see, what do I start off with? Okay, obviously we have to start with the screen first. Oh my god, the screen is literally massive. I feel like this is the size of the old Switch. The screen is the size of the old Switch with one Joy-Con on. Look at that. It's so big. Super massive and huge. I am annoyed already. I already went ahead and I got some screen protectors for this, but then I saw that there was already a screen protector installed that's not recommended to take off. So I don't know if I needed to get a screen protector, but I did. Oh, look at the stand. Feels very sturdy. Okay, and then we have the Joy-Cons. So these are the Joy-Cons. They're super big, so I don't know if that's gonna be more ergonomic or less. I wish they were pink. These are the Joy-Con lanyards. Ooh, but they look a little different. Oh, can't these also turn into like a mouse? A mouse situation like this, which is kind of unnecessary in my opinion. But we'll see. I guess I can browse the web on my Switch now instead of using my computer. I love this thing. I always use this whenever I'm playing with the monitor, because if I have the Joy-Cons just in my hand, I'm not coordinated enough for that. Let's just say that. So I like, you know, I like holding this, but this also feels massive. Why does everything feel so big? Oh my god. Ooh, and then there's a dock and then a bunch of wires, which I'm not gonna show because the wires are boring. So this is the dock. You'll dock. Very sleek and cool. And a little boring, but cool anyways. I think it's bulbous from the back like this because I heard they have fans for cooling. Maybe like, that's what the back looks like. I don't know. It's a dock. She's a little thick. But yeah, let's just put that here. And then I guess we can put the Joy-Cons on, which I'm excited about because I hear they're magnetic. Let's see, you know, blue on blue helps if you're uncoordinated to see the colors. Ooh. That was really satisfying, actually. Guys, this is humongous compared to the OLED that I had before and I loved and I didn't want to replace. But wait a minute, they look like they could be dating. I like how it looks all black, very sleek, and the Joy-Cons being magnetic is cool. I'm gonna try to move everything I had on my OLED over to the new Switch and I'll be back. And I'll show you my Animal Crossing island on the new Switch because I hear there's like virtually no lag. And I have a lot of areas on my island that are always lagging and don't even like show up half the time. So we'll try to see if there's a lag on the new Switch. I'm hoping there isn't because it would really suck. Happy to report that there's no lag on the Switch 2. Yay! Let's compare the Switch 2 to my OLED that I already had and I love so much. Let's see which one loads first. I feel like I can tell a little bit of a difference on like the OLED definitely has the better screen. It just looks like it has more depth. It looks pretty similar though, I think. If I wasn't looking at them side by side, I don't think I would have noticed. Where is she going? Oh my god, I haven't been on my island in so long. Anyways, this is the difference in the screen. Obviously, the Switch 2 screen is humongous compared to the OLED. So I'm noticing that the border around the Switch 2 screen is bigger than the border around the OLED, which I don't know how I feel about that. And then also I have the first generation Switch, so like not the OLED, and the screen is even smaller on this, so and then with the Joy-Cons, the difference is kind of outrageous. Look at that. These are the Switch 2 Joy-Cons, regular Joy-Cons. These would like fit in my hand perfectly because this kind of rests in my palm and then I can hit these buttons, move this. But with these ones, I feel like it's a little more slippery. Actually, it might be the same, but I feel like there's no anchor here really. Maybe there is, I'm not sure. And obviously, look at how loved my Joy-Cons were here. They look so cute. Even my Switch. I was actually super bummed and I was putting off getting the Switch 2 just because I was so attached to my OLED. Yeah, another thing are these controller thingies. Just look at the size difference. Insane. These are the docks. This is the Switch 2 dock, which is also very nice and sleek. And I like the rounded corners. It's kind of cute. But just the size difference is like massive, I feel like. Not only is it like bigger this way, but it's also like wider. Yeah, I think this is more substantial because it has like room for fans, I think, for cooling or something in the back. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's the difference in the docks. I'm gonna try to plug in this dock. The cable management is kind of cool on this new dock. I think they all just come out from the bottom. I guess I'll put it here. Oh no, all my thingies fell. Random, but look at how cute she is. I got the axolotl and I got this. Look at how cute. That's where my Switch is placed right now, and as you can see, it kind of just blends in. It's not that noticeable because my old one was adorable. It just kind of blends into the background, which I don't know if I love or if I don't like. So it's a couple days later and I've been playing on the Switch 2 and I have been enjoying myself a lot. Now I'm just waiting to be blessed by the update from the Nintendo gods, but I wanted to talk about the update since I wasn't really able to do like a reaction video. The thing I'm most excited about is obviously the hotel, which I called Lototel for some reason because I think I misheard it, and then I tried to read the name of the building and the H of hotel looks a little weird. So I was like, oh yeah, like Lototel makes sense, but it doesn't. But honestly, I wish I didn't know because it's really fun to say, like Lototel. For the first month after the update, I kept calling the hotel Lototel. I don't know, because the H in hotel looks weird, so I thought it was like otter and hotel together, so I kept calling it Lototel, and I think I'm gonna keep it up because it's fun to say. Okay, yeah. Yeah. What's so perfect about Captain's Hotel is that it's on the pier, and literally most of my island is done except one side of it, and my pier happens to be there too. So I'm super excited about working on that part of my island now because there's gonna be a huge update there. And another thing about the hotel being there is Captain's family is nearby, and I'm super happy about that because it made me really sad that he was away from his family, and I never even used his services, you know what I mean? So he was just like wasting time away from his family, and his boat had a little photo of his family, and it was just very depressing. So now that his whole family, his whole gang has moved to the island, I'm super happy for him to be thriving near his family. So good for him, good for him. I'm really just excited to see how the new mechanic of having a hotel on your island works. You can have like random villagers on your island now, and I hope you can kind of like lure them on your island. That sounds bad, but I hope you can kind of like get them to stay on your island as a villager. But I am kind of interested in the megaphone because apparently you can use the megaphone to call out to your villagers. But what if you have an accent? I'm asking for a friend. Or like English isn't your first language and you can't pronounce some things properly. Like, I wonder how that would work. Or what if you just say like obscene things through the megaphone? Will I get banned? I guess I have to try it out, you know? Take one for the team. Other than that, there's a lot of things that I'm like skipping over, but I'm literally excited about most things. I don't want to bore you by listing all of them out, but I am so excited. Also, I recorded this clip of Pascal. So I was diving and I get a scallop and I give it to Pascal. And then I noticed he's just swimming around. So I'm just like swimming with him. I was like, I'll just record because Pascal is one of my favorite NPCs. He's such a cutie. And then he like literally starts eating the scallop and he starts hitting his shell with it and it's so cute. You know, when you give him a scallop, apparently he eats them. I feel like that makes sense, but I thought scallops were like shells. So when I saw him eating one, I was like, what are you doing? You're gonna choke and die. Like literally otters do that and I knew that, but seeing it in Animal Crossing is just so much better, honestly. I'm so happy I have this and I'm literally like, this clip is probably like my most cherished clip now. Like so cute. Before I let you go though, I have, let's say it's a gift that I wanna share with you. You're welcome. Hold on. Look at what else I got for Christmas. I got this a month ago, by the way, so don't be mean to me. I'm nervous. I'm gonna move my mic here. Okay, cool. I also don't have a pick, so if it sounds weird, it's because I'm plucking the strings. You're welcome. Thanks again for coming to my tiny concert. Okay, I'll let you go now. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. That was supposed to be the Animal Crossing intro song, in case that wasn't clear. Okay, bye.